Say hi to the kids. Oh, hello, kids. How you guys doing? You having a good morning? Yeah? That's what it says? Say, I forgot to, I need to remind myself. I had to remind myself to say hi to kids. Sometimes I have a hard time remembering things. I really have a hard time remembering people's names, especially. Sometimes it's so hard, I feel like I can't even remember my own name. It's like I'm Captain Steve, right? Is that my name? It's not Captain Steve? Pastor, what? Oh, look, I got name tags that remind me what my name is so I can really remember. I am Pastor Tyler. Do you ever have a hard time remembering things? No, never have a hard time remembering anything? You do? What do you have a hard time remembering? To do your chores? Oh, I know that one. To brush your teeth? To practice your piano? Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I'll give you a trick on that one. You know how I remember to practice piano? Whenever my parents told me to do chores, I'd go practice piano. What do you have a hard time remembering? Nothing at all? Nothing at all? You know, sometimes I have a hard time remembering facts and stuff like names and things, but I find the hardest thing for me to remember, it's to remember that Jesus has taught me to be kind. That Jesus has shown me so much love and kindness, and Jesus has said, you go out in the world and be just like that. And I have a really hard time remembering that when people are mean to me, or when they do something rude or that bothers me. Do you ever have a hard time remembering to be kind when someone else has been mean to you? Yeah? You're like my first thought is, I'm going to yell right back at them. You don't think that? Sometimes I just want to scream and yell at people, and I have a hard time remembering to be kind to them. In fact, I'm wearing this rubber band this morning to remind me that Jesus teaches us to be kind, that he gave us his love, and he reminds us to be kind. Do you think this rubber band is going to help me remember to be kind? You think so? No? Every time I look at my finger, what if I don't look at my finger? My hand's always down here. It might not work. It might make me more annoyed. It might make me more angry. This annoying rubber band on my finger might just make me more angry. You know, I have a hard time remembering sometimes, especially when it's to remember to be kind to someone who's been mean to me. But Jesus told us today that he is going to send us something to help us remember. He said he's going to send the Holy Spirit to help us remember his love for us and to remember everything that he taught us. And the Holy Spirit, that's something that that's something that Jesus sends us, and we say it particularly appears at baptism, that when you guys are washed in these beautiful waters over here and they are splashed on you, that it is a gift of God. And that gift, part of that gift when we are baptized, is the gift of the Holy Spirit. I call the Holy Spirit as God's presence among us. It's God's presence in my heart, the way that God is present with me. Sorry, excuse me. This is my alarm to remind me that I've got treats for you guys. Okay? So don't let me forget at the end that I have treats for you guys. All right? But the Holy Spirit is God's gift to help us remember. And I always call it God's presence among us. It's that voice in your head that reminds you that you are loved, that you are cared for, that God is always with you, and that when there are those hard points, that God encourages you to be kind and loving. When you hear that voice in your head that says, remember to be kind, that's the voice of the Holy Spirit talking to you. Remember you are loved. Remember you are always cared for. Remember to be kind. That's the Holy Spirit talking in us, reminding us of God's presence. And Jesus says that God sends the Holy Spirit to all of us so that we can remember even when it's so easy to forget. Okay, I said I have treats, but I didn't remember to bring them up here. So you're all going to have to go over to my chair with me, and we're going to get some treats.
Thank you for joining us. Be sure to like if you heard good news and subscribe to stay up to date on the latest message. Peace be with you.